Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our lecture on doubling down on efficiency. We have a period of time now where it's summer here in Switzerland, but our industry is getting into a very deep winter at this very moment. And so we came together to actually build a lecture around efficiency, around how we can manage our costs. Even so, at the moment, there are a few players in the market that are actually dumping rates and that are selling below cost, and that is something that will probably persist and that will remain a problem. It doesn't change the fact that we all need to have our cost under control, that we need to be very efficient, and that we need to go back to actually do that very well in order to be competitive. So when others are already under the water, that our head is still a little bit above. And so we're going through a few best practices. We're going through a few ways of how to look at cost, how to optimize them. And we hope to give you a bit of a basis to start this discussion inside your organization. We also have a workshop that actually you can work through with your teams, which shall be a bit of guide for the process and shall help you to actually get your efficiencies up. If after this workshop you would like to do a Q&A session, just reach out to us, no problem. So we're more than happy to do that. But because it's so difficult with all the time zones, we thought about rather recording this lecture to give everybody the opportunity to watch it in their own time. Okay, so let's get started right away. We will go through a few things. We will go through the basics first on revenue, cost, and margins. We will look at procurement. We will look at external costs and how we can actually optimize those. We will go a bit through make and buy decisions, what things we actually do ourselves and why we buy them. And maybe it's time to reconsider some of those in the current scenario. We look at efficiency in a very deep dive in processes, into internal costs, and in how we can optimize those. A lot of them are more or less filled with questions that you have to ask yourself in order to look at, hey, why am I doing something a certain way and why can't we change that? We also will look a bit at organizational structures and how that impacts efficiency and how things might look today compared to when we put these structures in place. We will also be looking at efficiency versus differentiation. Sometimes you need to do more for a customer in order to differentiate and also to earn more. So it's not always a trade-off, okay? And then we talk a bit about transformation and change management. And the last part would be the discussion for which we would say, okay, arrange a call with us.